Hi, I'm Chef Raphael, and this is Dishes Ajab. Today's episode, I'm showing you how to make brown chapatis. Now, this is the fortified Atta Mark 1 Ajab flour. Um, it's perfect for these chapatis, especially if you're looking for something healthy. This is it. On this video, you learn the technique of making chapati and also how to get them right, how to get them soft like this. So watch till the end. And if you've been having a problem making brown chapati, follow my recipe and let me know in the comment section if you like it. So for the ingredients of this recipe, we have the Ajab fortified Atta Mark flour. I also have the all-purpose flour, some salt, sugar, water, and oil. Now, this is 1 cup all-purpose. Now to this, I will add 2 cups of the Atta Mark flour. Now to this, I'm going to add 2 pinches of sugar, or maybe 3. For these chapatis, I want them a little bit sweet, but again, this is optional. Salt, 2.5, approximately 2.5. Depends on the size of the pinch. Now, all these, I'm going to mix them. Now, should you decide to go with just the Atta Mark flour when you're making chapatis, it will definitely be a little bit more different. Even from this one that I've made here with just 1 cup. Or the point of adding the white flour is make this chapati at least a little bit more softer and the flour to be have some more gluten, like a hole at the center. And to this, I'm going to add the water. Now you can use warm water, but definitely not hot water. And then to that, I'm also going to add about 2.5 tablespoons of oil. So what I like doing is mixing this with a wooden spatula. So it makes it easier, you don't get sticky hands. And then after that, you dig in using your hands. You start with your fingers while incorporating the flour into the wet dough, like that. And basically, I want all this flour to get into the dough. In fact, at this stage, you can transfer it. So if you haven't seen my other video on how to make white chapatis, I have it on this series for Pecan Ajab. So check it out if you're looking for a white chapati recipe guide. So it's soft. This is good. When you press, then you can see the mark of the finger. So right now, the technique is to knead it until it's nice and smooth. So this is ready now. Basically, you should knead it until it's smooth. It's taken me about 3 minutes, but basically depends on the size of the dough. And right now, I'm going to form it into a ball. And the idea now is to rest it. It should take about 15 minutes. This is an important step. It's not a must, but it's important because it will make it easier when rolling the chapatis into, especially in the next stage. So let me check now. It's been 15 minutes. Yes, it's rested. What is happening is basically the dough. First of all, it's soft. It does not bounce back when I press it. Now there's 2 ways of doing this, but I'll show you the way I prefer. Is that you can actually roll the whole of this and then apply some oil and then cut it into strips which you can fold to form the layers. Alternatively, what I like doing is to stretch it to an even sized piece. Take a small knife and then divide it into equal sized balls, and these pieces will represent each chapati that you make. Now I'm going to roll it. Also have some flour nearby. So at this point, what I'm doing is rolling it like that. It doesn't have to be too much. Take a spoon and then pour some oil at the center and then spread it. When you're spreading it, make sure it's spread all over the surface. Make a cut at the center coming out, and then form it into roll it into a cone shape. So this will help the chapati have some layers. That's the cone. Tuck the end, then the top, that, so that the layers, when I start rolling, the layers will actually spread like that. So I'll roll from the top. So I'll make all of them the same way, and then I'll show you the next step. Now I have rolled all of them. I've oiled all of them, and the longer it stays, I can even see the oil. It's more oily and also softer than this last one. So in terms of softness, they actually continue becoming soft as you continue working them like this. And then now at this stage, what you need to do, take the one that you started with, and then always make sure that they are always covered like that. And then at this stage, what I'm doing is making sure it's round, basically like a ball. Dust the surface, the top, and then roll it. To a round shape. And the technique for rolling is you spread it on one way like that, and then you turn it. That way you actually get a perfect round. So once you get it round like that, don't roll it too thin. So right now what I will do, I will flatten them, all of them like this, and then after this stage we'll jump into the cooking. Pan is hot. You need a heavy bottom pan or a thick pan, basically the one that is able to distribute it evenly. It's already hot. Then place the chapati. Now when it comes to the first one will actually guide you on the amount of heat. So you want to cook it when it's dry, the pan is no oil or anything, and wait for it to cook on the first side until it's starts having some slightly brown patches. As you can see, it has started puffing up. That's a good sign. Then turn it. This is what you want to see. You want it to brown slightly just by itself, so dry. The second side will not take long to cook. I'll cook the second one. That means it's and then it's always good to regulate the heat. If it browns too fast before it starts bubbling, then that means the pan is too hot. So I will place the first one right now here. Take some oil. You can either use cooking oil or ghee, generous amount, and then I'm going to spread it. In case it's too much, that means the second one like that. And when you add the oil, so on this one I'll add slightly less oil. When you add the oil, it doesn't take long to cook. to even brown, so be careful. So flip it. So flip it on the second side. A little bit of oil, apply. Make sure it's covered on all sides. And then flip. Then as I'm flipping, I'm going back to the other side as well. Some oil. And when the last, when it's done, transfer it to the plate. The reason why I've covered them is because when you cover them, that steam, what it does, it maintains it. It helps in the softening of the chapatis after cooking them. Here are mine. Now the steam again will help, because you can see they are flexible, they are nice and soft, just like the white ones. Good thing about these ones are healthier. And as you can see now with the Ajab flour, what it does, it has this characteristic whereby the flaking of the chapati, especially on one side. Now the thickness also, like I said, it's up to you, but you do not want it to be too thick, and you also don't want it to be too thin, because what happens when you roll it too thin, it will stick together and the layers will be gone. And that's it. That's brown chapati using the Atta Mark, the Ajab Atta Mark flour. I hope you learned something, but I promise you, if you follow this procedure as I have done, you get the perfect chapatis. Check out the other video for the white chapatis and you compare, and you see when you get to make yours, compare which one you prefer. I'm signing out. I'm Chef Raphael. This is Ajab.